Yeah, there's really kind of three core things that set spiritual first aid apart from other approaches out there. One is that it's biblically informed. So everything that we do is drawing from scripture, it's inspired by scripture. Every single helping skill that we teach, like the steps along the way, is scripture based. And
Mm.
then another key part is that it's evidence informed. So you had mentioned some earlier, about some of my background that, I had a friend recently that joked that maybe you've read Gary Chapman's Five Love Languages book.
Yes.
And he said, well, Jamie, when I think about you, there's a chapter missing. There needs to be one on research. So that should be the sixth love language. So and I'm one of the few people that get excited about research, but I love research. And the reason is that I want to make sure the things that we're teaching in spiritual first aid are actually evidence-based, that we're
Mm.
not just making this stuff up, that we're not just kind of pulling from a hat and guessing what's going to work. Everything that we're teaching, we've actually studied. So based on over 50 different studies, and there was also a new outcome study that came out that showed that people that went through spiritual first aid were not only more likely to recognize the needs the other had correctly, but also to respond with more humble, helping responses. And then this third one that we were really excited about was that it found that those who went through spiritual first aid were also more likely to directly ask about safety issues like
Mm.
suicide. So everything we're doing is research based. And then the third one is that it's trauma informed. So we recognize not everyone has trauma, but we also know about 70% of the general population as adults will have had at least one traumatic event. So we're going to encounter
Yeah.
a lot of people in our daily life that are experiencing this. And then overall, what we've tried to do is, take all these kind of complex ideas and really simplify them into something that's easy to learn, remember, and actually put into practice.